In today's morning rounds, a step toward a new contraceptive for men. An international study found experimental birth control injections for men are almost as effective as the pill for women. It may sound promising, but the gender gap in contraception use may not close anytime soon. Our Dr. Narula is here. Good morning.
Good morning, Nora.
So how was the contraceptive tested and what were the results?
So they took 320 young, healthy men, ages 18 to 45, and they had these men who were in long-term monogamous relationships, actually sexually active about twice a week. They gave them injections of a long-acting testosterone and a long-acting progestin. These injections were every 8 weeks, and then they followed them for about a year, and they looked to see what happened to their sperm counts and did they, in fact, get pregnant. And what they found is that the injections were 96% effective in terms of reducing the sperm count from 15 million per milliliter down to less than 1 million sperm per milliliter. Also, there were only 4 pregnancies in 266 men, and for 95% of the men, their sperm count returned to normal within about a year.
Did it affect sexual function?
So it actually increased libido in some cases, and that was one of the side effects. In addition...
Is that a good side effect?
Well, it depends who you are.
Hello, yes.
There were other side effects like acne, like injection pain, pain at the injection site, myalgias, but the most concerning were mood alterations or depression. So they actually stopped the study early because of the side effects.
The
Mood changes, yes.
Well, birth control pills can lead to
Yes.
depression in women, and so were there similar things in men?
Yes, there were. And that's one of the concerns. And basically this works similar to the pill in that it affects the hormones. So you give testosterone, progesterone, that interacts with the hormones that the brain releases, thereby interfering with the pathway that causes the testicles to release testosterone and create sperm.
Well, I tell you, if men had to do a female version of the diaphragm, they would come up with something very quickly.
Well,
so how soon do you see this happening?
Yeah,
or do you see it happening?
The problem is that pharmaceutical companies have not been invested in it. That is really the big problem. So the NIH, the World Health Organizations, academicians, these are the ones that have been pushing this research, but there's no funding there. Why? Right. They're concerned maybe there's a lack of profitability, maybe there is a question of gender bias, there's a concern of regulatory hurdles. In addition, it's not as easy to stop 1,500 sperm that are produced per second as opposed to 1 egg per month.
Yeah, there's some
point.
little suckers going on. That's good. I'm just glad they're even having the conversation.
The science will outsmart the sperm, I think, at some point.
I have something to say to your comment, but we're out of time. As usual, a lot of interesting stuff happens in the breaks. Maybe they could put it on the podcast. Dr. Narula, great to have you here. Thank you.